Well, good morning, everybody. Welcome back once again to Transwest Truck Trailer RV. My name's Mark Love, and today we're going to be talking about a 2024 Superstar. This is the 4065 floor plan, which is the bunkhouse. 2024 was the year that the Superstars got a facelift. Not only did they change some of the interior colors and floor tile, we've got a new look on the M2 106 dash. And let's go ahead and get started right up front. Before I get into the motorhome too much, I do want to talk about the Freightliner M2 106 chassis, which is what these are built on. They come paired with an 8.9 liter. It's a 360 horse Cummins with 1,150 foot-pounds of torque. A couple of unique things about this feature, though. Let's get a look right here where this seam is at the bumper. Freightliners actually designed these to break away if necessary in an accident. And the toughness of this light, it could mean that you're not replacing a light on a front-end collision. But if you look right down here, the way this is designed, you can see how it's bolted in at the top and bottom, and it will actually give. And you've got a flange here so it doesn't dig into the tire. They have designed these with these things in mind so you're not having to replace a tire or something like that. You can even remove this if you want to work on your engine, but it's easy to get inside and do your work yourself. That's one of the beauties of the Super C. As long as we're right here, might as well take a look at what we've got. We've got our windshield wiper fluid, our coolant fluid, air filter. There's a gauge up here that tells you when that air filter is getting dirty. Very easy to access everything. Your air dryer is right here. Step around the other side. And again, I'll go ahead and demonstrate what I was talking about. It's just this easy for me to get inside the wheel and engine compartment. Then I have access to everything very easily. Water separator, power steering fluid, oil, transmission dipstick, all right here. Like I say, if you're the type of person that likes to do your own maintenance, the Super C might be for you. Let me get out of here. And then as we close this, you notice it doesn't slam down real hard. It is dampened, so if a gust of wind comes up while you're underneath, it's not going to knock you in the head. Another thing Freightliner did is with their mirrors. These are nice breakaway mirrors if you should happen to hit something real hard. Got to be careful, because the last time I slapped my CB antenna against the hood, I don't want to do that. But maybe you've got a real tight spot to get it into your garage and you want to fold them back. Having these breakaway mirrors is real nice. Okay, let's go around, let's go the other way right now and talk about the rest of the outside. Now this is called Seguro paint job. It's one of the new colors this year and it looks great. I always kind of like the blue anyway. As we go down, we've got one compartment here for fuel fill. The other side, you've got another compartment for fuel and your DEF. So you have 100 gallons of fuel in this. You dual tanks, you can fill them both from, one from each side, speeds things up a little bit. I like to point out the flush wall slides that all Newmars are known for. The fact that you don't have an overlapping fascia right here means you don't get the wind noise. You don't get the rain being driven into that seal. It's quieter inside because of their seals and the way they insulate it. So one of the unique features of the Newmar. Right here in this first compartment, we have a storage compartment. We've got our auxiliary air pump behind that box there. We do have a hot water line coming down if we want to tie into it there and maybe wash our windshield or something if you've got a lot of bugs on it. Come to this second compartment, you can see it's just a little bit bigger. They're nice lining, a felt type lining on the interior. You do have a central vacuum that you can use inside or out to help keep this clean. This compartment behind the door, which is our largest storage compartment, we do have the pull-out freezer. This is a refrigerator freezer, and it comes out far enough that you can clear your slide. Well, I guess we don't have a slide here anyway. Now this one isn't as large as some of them you see in the Dutch Stars and Mountain Airs and so forth, but you can set that as a refrigerator or as a freezer, and it still leaves you a lot of room for additional storage in this compartment. This is our outside TV on this floor plan. They can't always go up into the sidewall, so on the 4065 they put it down here. It does pull out and tilt for you. And one of the things I kind of like about this is when I'm outside watching TV, if I'm looking up at the sidewall, sooner or later my neck starts to get a little tired. I'd almost rather have my eyes down somewhat. It's a little bit windy today, so we didn't put the awnings out, but there are the dual Girard Nova awnings, the roof mount awnings up there. As we walk back to the rear, we've got one of the things that make the Newmar Super Cs a little unique. There is some pass-through storage here, and you won't find that on a lot of other models. Now, this one doesn't go completely through, but you do get a pull-out tray, about a 3/4 tray there. You can see this is the central vac that, you know, you can use it out here to clean out your compartments. By the way, I didn't point out, but you do get an air hose for filling up your tires and your toys and so forth. You've got an onboard compressor. You might as well use it. There are a couple of extra floor tiles there also. And one of the things that I like to point out that makes the Newmars a little unique is called their star foundation, and you can't see it on the Super Cs very well, but right here is a good place where you can. This welded superstructure that goes to the frame there is what they call their star foundation, and if you look at the floor joists, I don't know if you can get a shot of them, but you notice they're not sitting directly on the rails. The nice thing about that is when you hit a pothole, or you know, you're driving on a road that's maybe not even and it's twisting a little bit, that's not transferring that force up to your floor and cracking your tiles, popping your grout, things like that. So very nice feature. Also, these are our hoses and attachments for the vacuum. And let me pop this hatch here. And if you compare this to just about any other Super C on this M2 chassis, you don't get this kind of storage in the back. You see you've got a big room here for maybe some flatter, you know, things. Your camp chair certainly would sit here, or a table. You get a couple of storage racks here for tool or oil or whatever you want to use them for, but just a nice area in the back here that you have access to your storage. And while we're back here, let's talk about the towing and the chassis. Now, you do get 20,000 pounds of towing on this, 2,000 pounds of pin weight. This is our 3-inch receiver. It does come with a 2-inch reducer, and then you have the ball, so there's a 2-inch ball and a 2 5/16" ball. That's all included. You'll also have a hookup here if you're maybe pulling a stacker trailer and you have a camera on the back. And then right here we've got our 7-way plug. Another thing that I didn't point out, but a couple of the options I'll talk about, this has got the 360 camera. So you see you've got one camera down low, you've got another one up high, and also this has got the additional security light package. I'll point out a couple of them on the driver's side, but you have 5 security lights on the outside. This is also equipped with the 410 watt solar panels to charge your house batteries. And then of course standard is that 10 watt solar panel that's designated for your chassis batteries to keep a trickle charge in there. Let's move around to the driver's side. Take a look at these back 2 compartments. And as you can see, the tray doesn't slide all the way through, but it is a full pass through. Another good shot of your star foundation in there. Come up here, little storage cubby there, maybe for sewer hose or something like that. And then here is our water compartment. Now, Newmar does a great job on this. I just like the look, the way everything is labeled. They're not going to peel off. You do have electric dump valves over here for your gray and black, sewer rinse right there. You have a manual or autofill on your water tank, whole house water filter, hot and cold water low point drains. There's a switch for your pump right there. Of course, your outside shower, and then your power water hose reel. And where'd they hide the button on this one? Not up front. Oops, do you see it there, Jody? Well, this one is hidden pretty good, and I will have to come back and find that, but believe me, that is a power reel right there. I just can't find the button right offhand. Another thing that Newmar did a couple years back, they changed this seal and the way their compartment doors close. It's real soft and easy now. And look how thick these compartment doors are. They're better insulated. It helps provide a quieter ride when you're going down the road. Back here we've got our Onan 8,000 watt diesel generator. This coach has 2 air conditioners, so you'll have the 8,000 watt generator there. Up here we have our 8 AGM house batteries, and this pin pulls up and you can slide that tray out if you need to work on them or replace them. When you see the 8 AGM batteries, it tells me it's an all-electric coach. You have a residential refrigerator, an induction cook surface, and we'll show you those when we get inside. This compartment here is our hydraulic pump, and again, that's on a pull-out tray if you need to work on it. And this is our Oasis Chinook. It's a dual loop hydronic heating system. Provides your furnace, your hot water, engine preheat. It's a diesel burner, and there's also 2 electric burners in there. Very quiet, clean running system. And then here we've got our 50 amp power cord. That is a 50-foot cord, and again, manual out, and this is a power back in. 2800 watt inverter. We have our crossover switch with our surge protector. Then you also have an access to cable input. Maybe you're at a park that's got, you know, local cable, or you're using a portable satellite, you'd bring it in right there. Okay, here's one of our side cameras. Again, security lights. You can see we've got an extra one on this side, one near the back, and we also have another camera right here. That's all part of our 360 surround camera. And then a couple other things. Now, I mentioned we've got a new look on this M2 106 in the chassis and in the dash. A couple of things I'll point out right here. New seat, and very comfortable seat. It is an air ride seat, which is heated and cooled. So there we go if you want to air it up, or let it out if you want to sit a little lower. Lumbar supports right here. This is your switch for your heat. You got hot and really hot, I guess. More adjustments for your seat, and also they have changed your battery disconnect for the chassis. It's right over here. And they also give you a button if you want to test all of your lights. I've always liked the Freightliner chassis, how they give you a good grab handle. I can even get a hold of the door, and it makes it easier even for people that aren't that tall to access the cab. And we'll take a look a little bit more at the cab and the dash when we get inside. Okay, and like I said, the breakaway mirrors, a nice new look on this cab. Let's go ahead and take a look. This is the 4065 floor plan. I did want to leave the front slides in so you can get an idea of what it looks like when you're inside here. So let's go ahead and step up. Get a shot of the front while I shut the door here. Did want to show you that you do have access all the way back. Now this is the bunk bed model, which is right here. I can get into my bathroom very easily. And I can even get back into the bedroom. I have the slide out right now, but you can see how easy it is to access the rear of the coach with the slides in. And then let me get in front of you there and show you the other way. So as you're walking through from the cab to the mid coach, you can see there's plenty of room here. Now as we get up front, first thing I'll point out on the Superstar is the skylight. And I love the skylight. It lets a lot of natural light in for you. You have a button right here. Let me see where that one is. Dock, cab ceiling, Jen. What am I not seeing here, Jody? I know it's shade down. There we go. I just got to shade my eyes a little. So there we go. So at nighttime you can shut your shades. You also have a privacy curtain for right here. And then, like I said, we've got a new dash this year. They've really cleaned up this M2 106, kind of added some new electronics to it, brought it into, you know, the modern era, let's say. Like to show on our radio. First of all, we have a radio. We have XM radio, which, you know, you get a subscription to. We get into our camera. And then we've got a couple of different views for our backup monitor. I like this hitch view because I'm looking straight down at my hitch. I hear a clicking over here. What we've got is the Detroit Assurance safety package, and there's some warnings going off. Let me just go through this and I can shut that back off. So you've got your navigation right here. Once you accept it, put in any location, it'll take you right there. That's where we're located. You can also Bluetooth your phone in this year and run a lot of the systems from your phone. Let me get that alarm off there. Oh, I guess I'll get back in here for a second. Now, they've moved a lot of the controls right here on the wheel this year, particularly your Allison 3200 transmission. Right here is where you engage that. You also have your Jake brake right here. It is a 2-speed engine brake. Over here we can scroll through our driving assistance, tire pressure monitor system. There's some of your diagnostics, and then your settings right there. We also have where we Bluetooth in our phone. They keep everything right here on the wheel so your eyes are forward. Kind of cleaned up the dash here. Added the new 9-inch monitor screen, which is really nice. And like I said, this even does come with your 360 camera, so you can kind of get a bird's eye view all the way around you there. All right, well, let me get these slides opened up. So I'm going to work my way back here to the center. Here we go. So Newmar was the first company to put in the full wall slide in a Super C model. This one's the 4065, so we're almost 41 feet long. Overall height is 13 feet, and our interior height is 83 inches. There we go. There we are. Where do I start? Let's turn around and look at the storage up here in the dash first. Got plenty of storage up front. Back here we have our universal toll module. That's a nice little feature. Once you pair your credit card to it, any toll road in the company you can in the country you can go on and not worry about having to send in a payment later. We've got a couple more storage compartments up here with our contact numbers for Newmar. Not quite sure why the Ford is there. I think that should be Freightliner. And maybe it's because they put the Baystar sticker in here. Sorry about that. We will get you a Superstar sticker with the proper numbers on that. A couple more storage compartments over here. You can see our subwoofer. There is a 180 watt JBL tuned sound system up here in the cab area. As we move back over our couch, we've got 3 nice big storage compartments. So we've got some of our manuals. This is your curtains for the cab area. I like the fact that these are open so you can get longer items in there. Nice hidden hinges there. And then here we have a sleeper sofa, and I'll go ahead and pull this out for you right now. Show you what it looks like. And the release is, there we go. So this is about a queen size. Memory foam mattress on there. And this is actually a sleeper too. So if you do have more than just a couple people going with you between the dinette table, the couch, the bunks, and the main bed, you've got room for about 8 people in here. Go ahead and close this. There we go. Okay, then across from the couch, we have our dinette table. Now, one thing, I've explained this before, whenever you see this angled piece, that is a good sign that this converts down to a sleeper. And, oops, let me release my lever. That will drop right down and rest on your cleats. And one thing I did want to show you here also. So if you are going to convert this to a bed, you would pull this out and drop it down. But the reason I want to show you this is because of the storage. Now, it's nice to have these pull-out storage drawers, but look at how much more room you have there. So there's storage in the back. You lose a little bit when you put the drawer in. That kind of gives you an idea of what it looks like under there. Go ahead and... There we go. And then you do have a cushion that goes in the middle here when you do convert that to a sleeper. Overhead here we've got a little bit more storage. Now this middle cabinet is for your video components. This does come with the AutoSeek satellite. You'd have to get your own dish or DirecTV box, of course. Behind the cabinets, you can see we've got our televator, and I'll just drop that down so you can see how that works. We also have the MCD shades. Now these are day-night shades, and in this coach they're manual. In the Superstar, a lot of the things that become standard in like the Supreme Air, like the MCD shades, would be electric. These are manual in the Superstar. You can opt in the electric shades if you want. Another thing that reminds me of while we're talking about it, We have new flooring this year, and it's also an option for the Superstar now to have in-floor heat. So you can get the electric grid right under the tile. It's also an option in the Ventana. The Ventana and Superstar kind of follow the same design and interior look. So if it's an option in one, probably an option in the other also. Cabinets here are the Bermuda glazed maple with the high gloss finish. And the interior is actually called Seguro. We get over here to the kitchen area. A little storage above the sink there. And it is a nice stainless steel dual undermount sink with residential type sprayer. Underneath the sink, you have a little countertop extension there. Storage underneath, place for your trash can. And then you get 4 full pull-out drawers here. And all of the drawers here are soft close. You get one more large silverware drawer. And then below that is our dishwasher. You do need to have 110 power to get that open. Our cook surface here is the induction, and underneath you do have a couple of cutting boards, by the way. I heard somebody pointing out that, you know, I wouldn't want to use these and cut them up, especially if I'm thinking I'm going to resell this maybe a couple years down the road. You can order an extra cutting board if you want to have one to use in your coach, and then when it comes time to sell it, you just put the new one back in there. So if that's something you're interested in, let us know and we can get that ordered for you. Here's your induction cooktop. That pulls out, and you can plug it in outside under your awning. And that's really nice if, you know, maybe you caught some fish and you want to have a little fish fry, but you don't want it smelling like fish inside. You can take it outside, you know, set it up on your picnic table under the awning, and anything that would leave an odor, you can cook outside with, which is kind of nice. Okay, we've got a convection microwave. And that's, you know, big enough to bake. If you want to do a chicken or a small turkey, you can make your cookies and everything. Let's get this put back. All right, and then moving back, we have our pantry, and there are 6, again, full pull-out storage drawers there. And then next to our pantry, we actually have what could be used as a small closet for the kids area. We're right here by the bunk. You can see there's a place for hanging some clothes there, a few shelves in the back. And then you still get 3 more pull-out drawers if you wanted additional pantry space maybe. Okay, this is, like I said, the 4065. So we're coming back into the bathroom, bedroom area. And first off, let's take a look at our bunks. I'll go ahead and put the ladder up here. So each of them have their own reading light, a little net for their cell phones, games, whatever they want. Because more than 90% of the people ordered the window in the bunk model last year, it has become a standard option this year. So you do get the 2 window bunks there. And then couple of storage drawers underneath. Then across from our bunks, we have our bathroom. Now this is just a single bathroom here, and I'll go ahead and open up the storage, let Jody get in here and show you what we've got. And I'll just step into the shower here. And as you can see, there's plenty of room for your towels, washcloth, toiletries, and so forth. A nice big medicine cabinet here. One thing I see we've got up here is our breaker panels. I think that right there is your universal toll module. So as you're going down the highways, you don't have to worry about getting that letter saying you owe so much for driving through Chicago. And in the shower here, again, let me show you how much room there is. So if you're a 6'6", 6'8", you know, you certainly can get in here. Nice waterfall shower head with the hand wand. Also, it's always nice to have the teak seat. I think this is a 250-pound capacity here. And then we have our water miser system. Excuse me. So you can recirculate your fresh water as you're waiting for it to heat up. It goes back into the holding tank. Once this turns blue, you flip the switch, your shower, you know, hot water comes out. You're not filling your gray tank. You're not wasting your fresh water. Just a great system there. And the vessel sink and the countertops and backsplashes are new this year also, with the chrome fixtures for your bathroom and kitchen. Just a really nice look to it. Okay, as we move back into the bedroom, and this is a king bed. Show you underneath, we've got some good storage. On both sides of the bed, you have a pedestal with a 110 outlet, some USB ports there. Oops, let me get out of your way. We also have some reading lights here. Let me see. We have our ceiling light switches. We have our outside security light switches right here, so you can turn everything off. But also remember, we have an app on your phone that you can Bluetooth in, and you can do a lot of those controls right from your phone. Overhead. Good storage up here. There's another 110 outlet, and on each side of the bed, a place to feed down. Maybe you're, you know, running your tablet cord or something up there to keep it charged. And you do have functioning windows on both sides of the bed. Kind of nice. You can open these up. When it's hot, get a nice cross breeze in here. Turn on one of your fantastic fans. Help cool it down. And then let me get the closet opened up here. So you take a look in the closet, you've got a lot of room for hanging clothes. You do have a safe back there behind the cushion for your dinette. We also get 6 more pull-out drawers right here, or 5 more, I guess it is. And of course, we have our Splendid stackable washer and dryer. And then across from the bed, we get another 40-inch LG. This is a 4K TV. Some nice storage up overhead here. They do give you an area to put your DirecTV box or your streaming boxes, whatever services you're using. Underneath, we get 6 more. Rather deep storage drawers. And then, of course, they've got the nice decorative ceiling. This is actually covering our air conditioning vents. It's not just here for looks. So the air conditioning vents run right down the middle. The nice thing about that, if you need to use it in the summer, say it's July in Texas and it's 115 degrees, you can turn on your generator, run your AC. It blows down in the middle, not over your slide outs. So any passengers you have in the back can help, you know, stay cool. What else is there? We're going back up here to look at our main monitor panel and refrigerator that I walked right by. We do have a 19.7 cubic foot residential refrigerator right here. plenty of room for frozen foods and all your drinks and whatnot. Also, another thing I failed to show you, nice feature here with the step cover. You know, these Super Cs have a mid-entry, and if you've got a dog or a kid or something walking around back here, maybe even while you're driving, they're wandering around, it's nice to be able to cover this so nobody falls down in that into that step well. Let me put that back. And then also right here is our main monitor panel. So battery disconnect, baggage door locks, there's the step cover, block heater if we want to preheat our engine. Here's our Winegard satellite system, inverter charger right there. If you want to have 12-volt power when you're dry camping and not run the generator, you can do it through your inverter. These are the controls for our Girard awnings. Monitor panels here. This is our auto levelers. All our security lights here, exterior step, and slide out controls. All conveniently located right here when you walk in the coach. So once again, this is a Superstar 4065, a 2024 model. If you have any questions on this or any other unit, please give us a call. I think they're showing my contact information. Once again, I'm Mark Love. Please call or text me at 970-631-0083. Let me know if you have any questions or want to come down and drive this unit. Once again, folks, drive careful out there. Happy trails. Enjoy your Thanksgiving, and we will see you next week.